Hello and welcome to The Wrong Podcast, a show where we watch and discuss all the films in Lifetime's The Wrong series. I'm Claudia,
Hey, and I'm Jory.
and today we are talking about The Wrong Student, 2017, directed, of course, by David Dakota, and written once again by Matthew Jason Walsh. Jory, what'd you think of The Wrong Student?
Yeah, you know, with this one, um, I felt betrayed at a certain point,
Betrayed?
even though we're only the third one in, because I felt like they zagged on me by not zagging on anyone because I spent half this movie going, okay, Jessica Morris from the first movie, she's acting more like energetic in this one. Maybe she's the one with the evil plan. Oh fuck, is the coach the one with the evil plan? Who's got the evil plan in this one? And then it turns out the plot is more of what you'd expect from the title than the last two movies.
Yep, yeah. Uh, I, Jory, I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought they were fucking cooking with this one.
I think this one was a better movie overall though than the last two.
Yeah.
And a few of the things felt almost like they were in on it to an extent too this time.
Like they were leaning into it.
I think just some of the like silliness of like what her and Vivica Fox do as like for as a job, and like
Mm,
some of the dialogue, especially from The Wrong Student, just felt like they were having a little more fun with it this time.
yeah. She the wrong student here. Hang on, let me look up. I believe her name is Yvonne Friedman. Yes, Yvonne Friedman. Yvonne, maybe. Anyway, she fucking elevates the text with her performance. She is
There,
so like off the wall and like I don't know, I like her, but I'm also like I want to take her and stick her under a microscope and study her like a bug.
I think she is really good in this. I also think she is miscast for one reason,
Mhm.
and that is she looks and sounds like an adult woman, and she does
Yeah.
not play a convincing high schooler.
Yeah, like 10 minutes into this movie, I was saying like okay, this one quote unquote teenage girl sounds like she's 12 and the other sounds like she's 45.
Yeah.
But
She has the like she has the looks down. Like you can really tell, like with her especially compared to everyone else in the last two movies and this one, that like what is going on in her head with the way she looks. Like she looks like she is the evil character in one of these movies, and she looks like she's plotting. And when she's looking at I already forgot his name from this movie, so I'm just want to call him Alan
Dominic.
Cypher.
Yeah,
When she's
Alan.
looking at Alan Cypher, she looks like she's longing for him and like has this overly intense like crush on him.
Yeah. They she did a great job. I am really sad that this is the only movie she's in.
I did look up a little bit about her, and I found that she was in a Naruto fan series.
Yeah, I saw something about that. What the fuck
Which
is
I
it?
was like, that is wild. And then she's also in the last God of War game.
Yeah. Like what a bizarre career. She's only done like what 10 things
Yeah.
operating on all levels. Jory, what questions and theories did you have before we watched this one?
So my big one that I had was that I understand I was shooting way off there with this, and I did not land uh anywhere close. I guess if I wanted to give myself like a bonus point for vaguely getting it, I said that I was thinking that it was not like a college student or a high school student, but it's gonna be like a vocational class or like a
Mm.
fitness class or something. So it'd be like the wrong student for the boxing class, or like the wrong
Mm.
student for a like community college vocational class that's not like you don't enroll at the school, but you pay the like $100 and you take the like 4-week course or whatever at the school.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be something like that. Because I figured that'd be a way for them to incorporate more adult characters in there, and I felt like I and my line of thinking was confirmed. One, they had uh the wrong student mention that she was 18 like almost immediately,
Yep.
so any of the any of the feeling stuff going on we didn't feel super grossed out by, only a little bit. uh I thought that like Vivica A. Fox was going to be the class instructor, that Jessica Morse and Alan Cypher were both going to be students there. I didn't think he was going to be the wrong
Students.
student this time, but I thought he might be part of the evil plan.
Hmm.
I thought he'd be getting back at Jessica Morse for he'd be involved in like something for like her or another student as part of like a breakup, or like
Mm.
some like fucked up thing from the past that happened that everyone thought was behind them, but someone still held a grudge. I was thinking, since it had been so long since the last one, it was like 9 months from the wrong child to the wrong student. I figured, well, they're not probably not going to use the same locations. Probably don't have permits for that. I was thinking maybe maybe another thing was there wouldn't be as much like exercise running into the frame because it's a school, and I was kind of right. They
Yeah.
didn't really use they used like soccer as like a setting, but they'd never had it to be like, well, here's why people are coming in and out of the scene.
Yeah.
Those were all I could think of for this one. I think having these three in my my main expectations dashed of there being an evil plan. Now all bets are off, and I feel like I can break out of the box, and now I can truly get in with when we get to the next one. What did you have?
So, my first one was that Vivica A. Fox is barely in this. Uh, I'm not sure I would say barely. She's in it more than the wrong roommate, but she does play quite a minor character. Just that was my hunch because she was billed like fifth. I wrote, I don't think the wrong student is like an adult or something. I think they're a senior in high school. They just transferred there, but they really transferred with some kind of revenge in mind. I was half right. I also wrote, the wrong student is in league with the wrong teacher. Incorrect. Then I theorized that the same house is going to be there, which it was for like one scene.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
I think I missed that.
it's like not super visible, but you do see that like front door, and I could see that fucking like spiral staircase behind behind Jessica
Oh
Miller.
hell yeah.
I also theorized that we were going to see the college campus that appeared in the wrong roommate. And then I took a really big swing, and I said someone's gonna get hit by a car. I don't know why. It just I felt
That's a
it in
good
my
one.
bones. My bones were not right, sadly.
So I do think you're partially right on the college campus,
Mhm.
because in the coach's office on the door, I could be wrong because I went to school in like a my graduating class of high school was 100 people, so a smaller town. Someone who went to way bigger high school, this could be the case, but on the door on the wall there's a poster that says to like text a number if you see things to keep campus safe.
Huh.
And I only ever saw those on like college campuses I was at. I never saw that at a high school.
Yeah.
This is almost nothing that is 100%, but my gut feeling is that it was easier to use a college than it was a high school, so
Yeah.
that's what they were using.
Yeah, they
And I
look
think
the
that would
same.
explain why there's a full gym there, like with weights and stuff. Neither of the high schools I went to had that.
My high school had one.
Oh,
Yeah. So I went to like the high school I went to, I was like the third graduating class ever.
oh,
Uh
okay, yeah.
it was
That
like
lines up.
brand new. But it did have a gym. Yeah, that those were my predictions. Um Jory, do you want to get into it here?
Yeah. Immediately I had I wrote down feminism win because this time the villain's a woman.
Yeah. Wait, can we
Because
talk
she's like
about?
tacking up pictures of Alan Cypher on the wall. A lot of them being like red carpet or
Yeah,
like headshots that for like auditions and stuff.
I'm pretty sure one of them is from his IMDb page.
That would make sense.
One thing here, while we're talking about feminism wins, I think this movie like fails a reverse Bechdel test.
You're right. Alan Cypher's like the only man in this movie.
Yeah, the
Oh, there's
other
the like teenager. Yeah, that's just them two who have like speaking roles, and they're only ever talking about the women in the movie.
yeah. There are those cops, but I think only one of them really speaks. And they're also, I think, just talking about Amber or whoever. So based.
Yeah. And cut from someone putting up the photos of him on a wall, and then we cut over to the lead teenager Amber. She's like poorly kicking a soccer ball around the cones. So I was like, this girl doesn't play soccer.
No.
And this is another one where she also is like right at that line of like, I don't know if she should be playing a high schooler.
Yeah, she's probably like, I don't know, she's got a young face. Uh so I was like, she could either be 17 or she could be like 25.
Yeah.
Probably leaning towards 25.
I actually looked up the ages of both of them. She was
Ooh,
18 at the time this movie was shot and like came out, and then the other girl, she was 23.
okay. Well,
We immediately learned that she is she doesn't like being treated like a child,
mm,
and that her parents both died, and she's now living with her aunt because after they passed, she moved in with her, and then they moved across the country from New York to the LA area, and her aunt is just always businessing on her phone and doesn't pay attention to anything around her, and at the same time is also really embarrassing for a teenager because she's going to do the like soccer tryouts, and she's like, no, I'll be there cheering for you and doing dances whenever you do good. And she's like, no, don't. Also, don't bring your phone, please.
it's because she'd be on that phone. Okay, a couple of things while we're in these like beginning moments here. Um, Jory, why is like half of this film shot like it's a dream sequence?
So I wrote this down because it's a post-production effect.
Okay.
I noticed this because when I saw it in this, and I was like, man, it looks weird on some of the shots. I thought it was just the camera. And then like right after, one of the like stock footage shots also has that around it.
Yeah,
It's like right
it's
after. So it's like they added it in post for whatever reason. It doesn't add anything to it. It honestly makes it look like they shot the movie wrong, because sometimes the effect is more intense too. It's like
yeah.
making half the screen blurry.
For listeners, the effect that we're referring to is that it's like the image like fades out around the edges, like it's kind of vignetting, with kind of
That's
creating
the
like
word.
yeah, a like clear oval in the middle, and then it just like fades from there, and it's like really fucking distracting. This one I think overall kind of looked worse and sounded worse than the last one. I kept noticing that the background audio was like they clearly like ran it through Premiere Pro or whatever, and they just had the program duck the music under the actors' voices whenever they spoke, but they didn't do it in like a subtle way. So like between lines, the music would jump up again, and they would duck back down really suddenly and jump up again. And that was also really distracting.
I actually didn't notice that one. That is, you know, honestly, what they did, and it's something that I'm sure we've both been guilty of when we're first messing with it. They didn't like have it do like a fade down. They just did a like a
Yep.
jump down, jump back up before you learn like keyframes and like timing the audio and stuff.
Yeah. And like that sounds fine when I'm streaming on twitch.tv/ we are Alexandra, but like in
Yeah.
a film, I don't know. I don't think that really works.
This is it's an early example of the problem that a lot of movies have now, at least for like home releases on streaming and stuff, is that they're mixed for people who have either no audio, so they're using the TV speaker, or like a cheap soundbar, so
Mm,
that if you're watching it on something more than that, things just sound off because the movie's just not mixed for it with the main ways people get their movies now.
interesting.
So I imagine this, like I went back to, I think I mentioned the first one, a lot of the stuff seemed framed for 4:3. I
Hmm.
wouldn't be surprised if the audio on this was just like, well, it sounds fine on the TV. It's whatever. It's made for TV.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would rather they dedicate their time to something better. I don't know. Though I don't know what the hell they would have. The aunt, she like runs a website business, and her friend Vivica A. Fox, who is like her co-founder and like co-president or something, I don't know. She's like, well, what is this website? Is it social media? Is it an art site? And uh Jessica, what is her name? Jessica Morris?
Yeah.
I forget her character's name. It's like Debbie or something.
Yeah, I forgot it immediately.
um she's like, it's both. It's a place where like artists can post their work and connect to each other. I'm like, did you fucking make deviant art?
I wrote down that exact thing, which is they developed DeviantArt because I liked the other thing they said about the website, which was, and then all the artists share the ad revenue of the website, which if you tell, they mentioned like getting VC funding basically, and if you tell any Silicon Valley asshole that's looking to VC fund this that the artists get the money, they're gonna pull out. They're gonna be like, fuck you, we're leaving this meeting right now. We are not sharing that.
Yeah. Very, I don't know, I admire them, I guess.
I also I loved the detail that Jessica Morris is the like the Steve Jobs of it, while Vivica A. Fox is the Steve Wozniak of it.
Oh
She's the
yeah.
programmer. I wonder if like that was something they decided in the script, or if like they got there and like whatever, and Vivica A. Fox is like, I'm going to be the brains behind this. She's gonna be the face of it. That that's what I want going on in this.
Honestly, if Vivica A. Fox said that, fucking good for her. So their business is fucking failing, and they're trying to find. I mean, they don't say they're trying to find an angel investor, but they're trying to find an angel
We
investor.
go to the soccer tryouts where we're formally introduced to the wrong student, who's Madeline,
Hmm.
and she recognizes the coach right away because he used to play for the local soccer team.
Yeah,
And we're also introduced to both of them proper because she is right around the corner filming him on her phone, and he is looking right into the camera. But then when she approaches, he acts like, oh hey, what's up, didn't see you there.
there are a lot of moments like that. A lot of her, like we said, a lot of his shits, the fucking photos she has are his headshots. So like they're all directly looking at the camera,
Yeah.
which is really funny in like within the context of what it's supposed to be. Uh, yeah. So she is fucking obsessed with this guy. I think he stopped playing soccer professionally because he got some kind of injury. Is that
Yeah, I
right?
think it was like a knee injury or something like that. And
Yeah.
she says that like when watching him play is what got her into playing soccer.
Yes. She's like, I'm really interested in like joining the soccer team, and he invites her to join his quote unquote soccer clinic, which they kept saying the phrase soccer clinic, and I'm like, the more you say that, the less I'm convinced that's what this is called. Uh,
Yeah.
and which is typically only for the boys team, but she is being made, an exception is being made for her so that she can gracefully pay him, I don't know, what sounds like kind of an absurd amount of money.
It was like 80 a week or something like that.
Yeah. That's more than I pay for my fucking viola lessons.
For a single like thing every Saturday.
Yeah. And it's not even like it's one on one. It's in like a big group.
Yeah, like it's I think like you could get the same effect by just I don't know, talking to the rest of the girls and going, let's practice on Saturdays.
Yep. Definitely weird. Uh
But I love the introduction of the two girls to each other because it's like this is when I first get my like bells going off that something crazy's going on here,
mhm.
where they just like, oh hey, you're new here, hey yeah, I'm trying out for the team, how's it going? I'm 17, yeah, my parents aren't around, I'm emancipated, I'm 18, don't worry about it. It's like, what? Huh?
Yeah.
You just immediately? Your parents died too? Yours? So someone hired her. I was thinking the whole time like Jessica Morris hired her to get her out of the house in some way because she's tired of having her brother who she hated's kid or just something because the like lineup there felt too convenient
Mhm.
because of how I was conditioned from the previous two movies. Even though looking at this without those two, it's like, oh yeah, of course they'd have like similar backgrounds. It makes them like they'd get closer to each other and they'd be likelier to be friends. They have common ground, and that's
Yeah.
kind of how you establish the things. And it's how you establish later her motivations for being obsessed with this one guy because she has nothing left, and that was like the one thing she really liked when her parents were around. But I was two movies in. I was already like, where the fuck is the twist coming at?
Yeah. I was also like, I think 20 minutes in, I paused the movie. I was watching it with Sylvie and Elle again. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make like a really big called shot. Uh, and it was in regards to the character that we meet, I believe, in this same scene, Riley, who is he's on the boys team and he was like just made captain of the boys team, which Maddie doesn't like, even though she's not on the team, so fucking get over it. Maddie says that he asked her out last semester or something, and she turned him down. And so I was like, okay, I think that Riley and Maddie are in league together to get
Ooh.
the coach fired so that Maddie can have him all to herself or something. I don't know what Riley gets out of it, but the motivations in these movies have been kind of confusing to begin with.
Yeah.
Incorrect. Incorrect. But yeah, we also see the normal gym coach here. She like teaches regular ass gym and I think coaches the girls team.
I think
Um
so, yeah. And
very
she's very aggressive.
yeah, gruff older woman. And she has a conversation with Dominic, the soccer coach, and she first of all occasionally is like coughing, and she's like, "No, sorry, I ate a peanut before. I'm just having like a minor allergic reaction." Which, like, man, what a mood. uh, as somebody who accidentally ate a peanut butter cookie like 2 months ago, and
Oh
had to,
no!
I had to run out to the fucking CVS and buy a Benadryl.
Oh
made my
shit.
fucking tongue and throat itchy. I
So
was
with this real quick, I want to foreshadow something that's already foreshadowed. We say this character's talking about their nut allergy. Um,
mhm.
that you probably will have the same issue I had with a scene later.
That she
That was
doesn't
like
have a fucking
driving me
EpiPen.
nuts. It wasn't that. It was more of how the fuck. Like whenever I'm around anything with peanuts, it's like I can smell that shit fucking way far away and like
Yeah.
keep it away from me. Like how did she not notice the peanut goo on her fucking sandwich?
Are you allergic to nuts too?
I do have a peanut allergy. I don't know how dramatic or anything. I was never giving an EpiPen,
It's
but
best to
basically when I was
never find out. Yeah.
8 years old, they're like, can't eat peanuts. And I was like, okay, I don't anyway. And then I never did. And then people tell me, sometimes people grow out of it. And I think, I don't know, is a Butterfinger or PB&J really worth trying it out? I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, no. We got fucking sun butter. Sun butter's great.
Yeah. Also with around here when during the tryouts we see Jessica Moore's like doing embarrassing mom white lady dances to her niece playing soccer, and uh Dominic is loving it. They keep looking over, they keep making eye contact. Their chemistry is back from the wrong roommate. It's like it never left. It's like they're the same characters but without all the drama.
Yep.
They're really into each other immediately.
I like that she's trying, you know,
Yeah.
with the with her niece. Think she's I don't know. I think she's doing it right, best she fucking
Yeah.
can. The soccer coach, the girls team coach, decides to like confront Dominic about his like soccer clinic. And she's like, I think that it's a real conflict of interest that you're basically using this job to recruit teenagers to your like paid little soccer camp. Like you're using this job to like financially benefit yourself. And it's like, I mean, she's not wrong, right?
Yeah, I'd say I think like most schools like wouldn't even approve that. They'd be like, "You can't fucking do that."
Yeah.
Like,
I think most parents would be like, I don't want you spending time with this teacher outside of school.
yeah. Honestly, if he wants to run this kind of racket, he should go to a private school. They would love that he does that.
Yeah. All the Ayn Rand fans over there.
She also has a line about think you bring in all those FIFA trophies, you can just do whatever you want, just like casually. Like
Does FIFA have trophies?
I think so, but from what it sounded like, he would have played long enough to maybe play in two,
Hmm.
and also he would play for America, which historically does not do nearly as well as most countries on the planet, unless this guy has like a dual citizenship with like Sweden or like England or something.
Yeah, he's Uruguayan. You just he never mentions it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Maddie is like menacingly standing outside of the gym where they're talking, and obviously overhears this, and she goes and poisons the soccer coach, the girl soccer coach. The scene, so like she puts some like a vial of, I guess, pure peanut like
Yeah.
into her sandwich. Um which we just discussed the issues with that. But the scene afterwards where she like just wants to she talks to the coach, and she's like, I think that you should leave Coach Dominic alone. And this actress is like eating this sandwich so fucking disgustingly. And
Yeah.
the sounds are like I feel like I'm gonna fucking throw up. It's just so wet.
Like, I don't know how she doesn't notice immediately either.
Yeah. Yeah. Like when I ate that cookie, it was like 2 bites. Like the first bite I was like, that's weird. This kind of tastes like peanuts, even though I'm pretty sure I bought mint. Uh, and then the second bite, I was like, no, that's peanuts.
The last time I had a scare like that was like 10 years ago or so. There's like my college's coffee shop would have like Rice Krispie treats that I grab, and just one day for whatever reason they're peanut butter,
Oh
and
my
like
god.
I opened it up, I took a bite, and even before I like finished taking the bite, I was like, oh god, no, 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 no.
Yep.
Like, you would notice way faster than just digging into the sandwich, which would also change the flavor and texture of the bread and the sandwich. You'd be like, why is it? Unless she like loads it up with mayonnaise deep in the middle or something.
I
It's like a big
guess.
dollop, like you're making a burrito.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. But anyway, so this woman starts having a real bad allergic reaction after Maddie leaves the room, and she like fumbles through like a first aid kit looking for an EpiPen, and doesn't find it and like chokes and does not die. She like passes out. It definitely looks like she fucking died. Uh,
Yeah.
and Maddie is like outside peering through the window of the door, and she's holding the EpiPen, and she's like, looking for something, bitch?
Yeah, I cheered.
Yeah, on it.
That
Oh,
was awesome.
she gets some good lines. Oh man, there's so many notes I have here in a row that are just like written down lines. Then we get like a brief scene afterwards where Dominic is like showering in what Elle, when we were watching, referred to as the panopticon shower.
Yes!
It's like so open, and it has these like it really is like a fucking Chamber of Secrets ass bathroom. Uh, these like giant pillars that don't go all the way up. They go like 7 feet up, and there are like spouts on them, and there are like several throughout the room. It almost looks like he's in front of a green screen, but I'm pretty sure he's not.
Yeah, I definitely think he was on location. It's such like a weirdly shot because like the way too where the way they have her framed peering over one of the smaller lockers, taking pictures, and by taking pictures they just do a freeze frame on the camera, and
Yeah,
she's not even really being sneaky. She's like reaching her arm out and up and taking pictures of him.
yeah, just being
Of
clearly visible the whole time.
and something I take issue with this here. Here's a ding cinema sin
Hmm.
is that what does she need peck up shirtless shower pics for when she has like shirtless, I'm gonna go within the world of the movie, presumably promotional pictures he took at some point while he was a soccer player on her wall. I
I
know it's more
guess.
complex than that, but it just feels kind of like silly to me. Like, this is a man you could probably just find shirtless pictures of. You don't gotta stalk him and take your own.
I mean, I guess there's like a thrill to it, right?
I suppose, yeah.
I mean, great point, but like, I don't know, she's kind of a pervert. I guess it's the answer. And we stand. I guess not the lack of consent, but like just her being kind of a perv.
Both her and who Jessica Morris plays, the aunt, just are like super horned up in this movie.
Yeah.
whenever whenever the aunt's talking to Coach Dominic, she's like super into it. Like when she's trying to figure out if her niece is gonna be on the team, it's like I'll buy you coffee. I'll go on a date with you if you tell me that my niece is
Oh
gonna,
yeah.
whether or not she's gonna be on there. And like all of their scenes, she's like super into him and talks to like the niece about him at one point, and he's like, "Ew, gross! I don't need to hear about you wanting to bang my coach."
Yeah, which yeah, Jessica Morris, you probably should keep those thoughts inside around your niece.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, we did forget to mention that the coach and Jessica Morris go out on a date, or like plan to go out on a date in exchange for being told that Amber is probably going to make the soccer team. Um, but yeah, then at the soccer clinic the next day, uh, Maddie goes up to Coach Dominic and she's just like, "Hey, can I have your phone number in case I'm gonna be like late or something so that I can let you know?" And he, for some reason, is like, "Okay," which like, and followed by, "But this just stays between us, okay?" And it's
Yeah,
like
that part makes it weird.
that's literally the worst thing you could have said.
I I think honestly, even though it sounds like a one of those my shirt is answering all the questions that are being asked because of my shirt thing, but if
Yeah.
he's like, well, normally I wouldn't do this with my students, but you are emancipated, you live alone, and you're 18, so I suppose it's okay.
Yeah.
Like if he seemed hesitant in that way, like him having to word it like that sounds sketchy, but at the same time, it's like we would be like, okay, yeah, he is making a good point that it's still kind of weird, but not as weird as it could be as if it was with the other girl. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it's also made worse by when I can't remember which scene it was at the soccer clinic when she's the two girls were talking. She's like, I'm into men, not boys. I was like,
Yeah.
well, that's because you're an adult woman. And, and and she's like, I don't know, he's like twice your age. Is that that's kind of weird, right? It's like she's like, no, I'm 18, so it's all legal. And I also wrote, thank you, Lifetime movie, for not implying about breaking the law.
Yeah. Oh, it's all perfectly legal.
Yeah.
And yeah, that is a they here's the thing, like this movie feels like really risque in
Yeah,
comparison to the last two.
it does. It's like it has that like exploitation like edge to it that I would expect from a someone with a filmography like David Dakota's,
Mhm.
but with enough like shaved off to be on TV. Because you could have this exact movie, but be a filthy movie you only find on VHS in like the 80s and 90s, and then magically in the 2020s it's has a beautiful 8K restoration by Vinegar Syndrome, and you see all the stuff that they didn't think anyone was gonna see in the background. So there's
Mhm.
just horrible like extra placement and just extra props and stuff that weren't supposed to be there.
Like Malcolm in
Like
the
I can
Middle.
see it being that kind of movie.
Yeah. Like honestly, like if you all you would need for that is to show some TNA and probably some C&B as well.
Yeah, I wrote that. I wrote in my notes when he was showering, just show his hog, cowards.
You know David wants to.
It's the thing that needs to be in movies more. I don't care if the main audience will be mad. Show them boobs like right after; they'll be happy. Well, actually, the main audience with this won't be mad, but
Yeah.
with like exploitation movies, probably. But main audience with this, they would be hooting and hollering and cheering. I
Yeah.
feel like the audience for this is the same kind of audience that loves the like penis stuff that's at bachelorette parties.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, and then later on, Riley, the boy on the boys team, is talking to Amber alone, and he's like, "Yeah, me and Maddie went out like once or twice last year. She was really weird, and she broke it off. I think is what he says." But the notable line that I fucking love is, "I think both her parents dying did a number on her."
Yeah. She's like, both my parents died too. Like both my parents died. Like but he just says it like he doesn't he's just like, yeah, whatever, girls be crazy.
Yeah. Like that's the oh man.
Like, yeah, of course.
I bet.
But and it's also for the audience is like, oh, are we supposed to be surprised that the girl stalking the coach is not doing well?
Yeah. I think that's the other thing where like that I like about her. It's like she's not just like ambiguously evil. She does border into like, ambiguously TV crazy. Um but like she feels like she's going through some shit and that this
Yeah.
is the weird way that it's coming out. And I think that's why I like her. I think I see a little bit of myself in her if I was like 10% crazier.
Yeah. Like I do think it's something they did well because they could have easily gone like super offensive with it and had her like showing her doing like more self-destructive behavior and like
Yeah.
constantly like writing on the walls and like talking to herself in weird voices and stuff, like something that a like teen boy would think of a crazy person in a movie would be doing, but
Yeah.
they kept it subtle enough that it doesn't come across in a bad way. It comes across like a genuine thing.
Yeah. And the thing is that like when she said like, "Oh, both of my parents died in a house fire." I was like, "Oh, did she like did she set the house on fire?" But like later on, like in the climax, she's talking about how like I lost my parents and like I just didn't have anything left. And it felt like no, I think they actually just died in an accident.
Yeah, I had that same exact like thought process too, because especially with the way the last two were, it's just like I'm primed for it to just be like another insane level added onto it, but it's rounded in a way that makes sense and works really well.
Yeah. Do you want to do you want to take this next plot point between her and the coach?
Oh, so one which is absolutely wild to me is the original coach is in a coma?
Yeah, I
Do allergic
guess.
reactions to peanuts put you in a coma?
I mean, I guess if she had like brain damage from like oxygen loss.
Yeah. But so he's running the girls practice and he starts to like do drills. It's just like, hey, everyone pair up, and then while she's just standing there, some other girl just kind of runs into her. It's super weird because it feels
Oh,
like someone should have noticed at some point. Like it was very just like it's something that wouldn't happen. It felt really goofy to me.
I
And
thought
then
so,
hmm?
so I thought what happened was that she saw that Amber was getting some like attention from Dominic and she invented soccer flopping. Like she just kind of like falls down and is like, "Oh, no, my ankle."
It's both that like she's definitely overplaying it, but someone did like run into her
Oh,
and it
okay.
just felt like super weird how like neither of the two people noticed it, especially if they're like, I don't know, if you're playing soccer in high school, you've probably been playing it for a few years, probably a little more coordinated. But she's like playing up her like ankle injury and going to the shower and, and she's like, it just kind of hurts. I don't know what's wrong. I think it's a sprain. I don't know. It does feel good when you rub it with your hands, though, you big, handsome, sexy man. And he's like, I gotta go. This is weird. I'm not supposed to be in here. And she's like, well, considering the circumstances, it's fine, right? He's like, go, I'll get you an ice pack. To which she, like, in a scene that the only reason it's not, it's like you change the music to this for the part where he's like searching for the ice pack, it would play like a rom-com scene, like a
Yeah.
wacky, like she's feeling adventurous. Like in this rom-com I've just made up in my mind is that she's really self like contained and doesn't like act out and isn't adventurous, so she's gonna try it with the new guy. And while he's like, I'm having trouble finding it in this tiny ass locker, she like mischievously tiptoes over to the shower and comedically undresses. Like every time she throws something out, it feels like it's like a laugh spot because she like
Yeah.
ducks down, tosses the shoe, tosses the other one, tosses her shorts, her top. Um, and then she's like hanging out at the shower, just like, hey, want to join me? It's cool. I'm 18 and legal. I'm good at keeping secrets.
Yeah, she does say that, doesn't she?
Yeah, because it's a callback for
Oh.
what she asked for his number. Oh yeah, the line. Haven't you ever been naked in the same room as a woman before? It's like, wow.
Yeah. Oh
That's what
man.
I'd like to be like. I've actually never fucked.
That's
He's actually like a Volcel king. Like, he's like, nope, I'm never fucking.
the soccer monk over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is just like, I gotta go. This is really uncomfortable, and this is definitely where he probably should have told an authority figure.
Yeah, this is like, yeah, where you go and it's like, I'm gonna get ahead of this before anything it could get worse. Here's what happened. Hopefully her story isn't different. I know how bad this is. Hell, I'll even take a leave of absence because I
Yeah.
want so this can get worked out and you can figure out what to do with her.
Yeah,
Which
man, if he saw fucking season 7 of Degrassi The Next Generation, he would know that he's gotta put a foot down or something quick before he winds up like Archie Snake Simpson getting accused of having a relationship with Darcy because Darcy's going through some stuff. Anyway, that's my minor Degrassi posting here.
but I do appreciate that they even like the one scene where he's like even vaguely leaning into it, he's not really.
Yeah.
That it's such restraint for him to just be like, no. Like so many movies, even like what I think of like a Lifetime movie, I'd expect him to like give in even like a vague bit or have like that moment of maybe I'm gonna do it. He's like, absolutely not. No.
Yeah.
You're one of the students. This is inappropriate. This is bad. I can't be doing this. You can't be doing this.
Yeah. Very weird.
And once he like this is like, yeah, I'm seeing someone. She's like, I guess the coach having an allergic reaction has me all messed up. My ankle's feeling better. I'll get out of here.
Yeah, she like genuinely seems embarrassed too. I kind of wonder like I'm just fucking actively writing fan fiction now. But like I kind of wonder if she in that moment is like maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe this is fucking weird. But then immediately doubles back on it.
Yeah.
We have a date between Jessica Morris and Dominic. Did anything fucking happen on this date, Jory?
They kissed.
Yeah, definitely hotter and heavier than her and Alan Cipher.
Yeah, and they didn't regret it like last time they had like said something about like an insane like food combination like sushi and wine or something.
Yeah.
And she just kind of went, I feel like I'm a shitty aunt to my niece. And he's like, no, I think you're doing a great job with what you can. And you're busy, you got a lot going on. It's okay. You're doing good. And Madeline catches them and records them. But at the same time, the one kid from school, Riley, he's just breaking into Madeline's house for whatever reason.
Yeah, they never really elaborate on why, but she does catch him on her comedically large cameras.
And he like sees all the photos of she has of Coach Dominic, and I was thinking like, how do you play this to like he's the good guy in this? How do you play this at all? Like
he just broke into her fucking house.
He broke into this 18-year-old girl who's his classmate's house, who she lives by herself because her parents are dead. Like,
yeah, he was just straight up home invading her.
It's so weird.
God. But then Maddie lures him out to the park to confront him. And
by
this
pretending to be Amber.
Yeah, she texts him from like, I don't know, I guess an anonymous number or whatever, and is like, "Hey, it's Amber. I need to talk. Meet me at the park at fucking like midnight."
Yeah.
And I really liked this scene. She is first of all like wearing a wig or something to look more like Amber. He's like, like what are you doing here? And she pulls a knife on him.
Yeah.
And he's like, he starts to say something, and she's like, "Don't bother screaming for help. I've been walking around this park for an hour. There's nobody here." I was like, "Oh God."
It comes across in a way of like, has she done this before?
Yeah. It really, she came here to murder this man.
Yeah.
Uh and like she like holds the knife up to his throat and is like threatening him and stuff, and he and says gets him to say, "I was warning Amber about you." And I thought that she was getting him to say that so that she could like record it and use it somewhere else later as like, I don't know, a confession or something, do some splicing of the audio. But no, that actually never comes up again.
No.
She like takes the knife away from his throat, and she's like, "See, was that so hard?" And he's like, "Oh, you're not gonna kill me?" And she's like, "No, I'm not gonna kill you for talking to Amber, but I am going to kill you for breaking into my house."
Yeah.
Just fucking stabs him in the gut.
Yeah.
Everyone gets stabbed in the gut in these movies. Like, nobody gets their throat slit or anything. Stabbed in the chest. It's the gut every time.
Yep. I guess it's the most TV safe way to for the killer to kill.
Yeah, I guess. It's bloodless, but you get the idea.
And you can just have it right off frame too, so that even the like implied violence is lesser. It makes me wonder if there's like, this is a reference point that sometimes when I bring it up, I have to ask, did you see this? But I know you and probably every single person who would listen to this have the stuff about the standards and practices from Disney talking about Gravity Falls. What they're just like
Yeah.
all the insane notes they have. I wonder if Lifetime has that, but like the opposite of like, no. We like that they're killing people, but can you have them be part of like an evil plot instead? Or we
Yeah.
like that he's going against the ex-fiance that was hired him, but can you have him like hit him with the bat a couple more times? Like really push the edge and to what the FCC will let us do.
Yeah. I like the idea of the evil fucking the evil SNP for Lifetime. The cops show up.
Yeah, and it's the next morning right after, and one of them was played by the ex-fiance, and
Yep.
immediately it's like, oh, he just looks like a, a crazed man no matter what, huh?
Yeah, he's just got that face. And I'm pretty sure the other, so there are like 3 detectives here. The other like guy detective, I'm pretty sure he's the one who was the other detective in The Wrong Roommate and Alex the assistant in The Wrong Child. I think it's the same guy again.
Yes.
And the
Yes,
fact
it
that
is.
it's the same guy, and there is a third detective who is a black woman who is wearing, like, I swear to God, the same outfit that Vivica A. Fox is wearing in The Wrong Roommate. And I'm like, is this supposed to be the same character?
Oh shit. You might be right.
Which would be like the only thing we've seen so far linking these movies, and it's maybe like vaguely implied, or just, you know, they only have so many cop outfits. But like it just feels very like, oh, these are the cops in this town.
Okay, they do have different names, but they are
Okay.
both detective. I was gonna say
Interesting.
there is I would believe that they are both they are the same.
I think that's my headcanon.
Yeah, so I like that the ex fiance cop, he has an immediate like call of like, hey, normally like a mugger attacks someone, it's like their hands get slashed up because they're going to defend themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But here, it's had to be someone he knows because it was like up and close on him. And they find the phone with the text messages still up on there,
Yeah.
which then it's just like a phone with like a piece of paper like attached to it, which is funny. But see that's Amber, so they go to the school and they go to pick up Amber, which there's a real quick thing of like, yeah, did you hear he died? Yeah, probably buying drugs.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is that what you go to? Also, this is a nice enough high school. There's probably a kid in the school who can hook him up. I don't know.
Yeah,
He probably knows
exactly.
someone. He doesn't have to go by it at midnight in a park to where he gets stabbed. That's the out of touch older man writing in here of just assuming that that's how kids still buy drugs.
Agreed.
But because she's the only link to him, they bring Amber into the police station for questioning right after Aunt has just secured like a bunch of funding. It was like $4 million or something for the site. Reminded me of Birdemic, of just like made like $1 million for the like deal. They're recording it with like a handy cam.
Yeah.
But they're just like, hey, everything points to you. We got this picture of you buying the burner phone and texting him. Says it's Amber. You're Amber. You got the same kind of hair. To which I was like, that girl's like a head taller than her. I don't know if
Yeah.
if it's that
And
believable.
And like, here's my thing: if I was one of the cops, they go up and she's wearing AirPods, and they tap her on the shoulder, and before she turns around, she's like, "Riley, I told you like a million times I don't want to talk to you." And to me, it's like she doesn't know he's dead.
Yeah.
But you know, movie plot.
Yeah. And then he's just like grilling us like, we know it's you. You're going down. And then the other detective's like, hey, fuck, dude. Actually, hairs came back. It's a wig. We talked to the clerk at the gas station. Said it didn't look like her. He's like, put her in a lineup. This is the only one we got. It's like, you gotta let her go. Nothing's pointing at this. He's like, fuck, I wanted to imprison a 17-year-old really bad.
I'll take, we gotta let her go. There's not enough evidence. I'll take things cops never say.
Yeah. But after the aunt's just like, so you gotta explain something to me. It's like, what is there to explain? The kid died. She just learned about it by being taken in for questioning about it. I think that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there to fucking say? And Amber's like, I want to go and live in a foster home or emancipate from you. Which, I don't know, seems like an overreaction, but also I'm not 17 anymore.
The emancipation is such a choice because in my mind, what my brain goes back to when I think of it is the episode of The Simpsons where Bart gets emancipated.
Yeah.
Because that's the only time I think I've ever heard of someone being emancipated, like ever.
See, Jory, if you watched Degrassi: The Next Generation, you would also know that Sean, in I believe season 4, emancipates himself from his brother because his brother is moving back to, I want to say, Vancouver, and he's like, I don't want to have to do fucking 10th grade over again, and so he emancipates from his brother. A lot of Degrassi I'm thinking about with this movie.
Honestly, I feel like there should be a pipeline from like Degrassi to like Lifetime movies.
Yeah, surprisingly, not many Canadian actors. It seems.
Oh, that is fascinating. Yeah, these would be kind of stuff I'd expect to be taken up by Canada, but especially because then you get the Canadian government funding.
Yeah.
Maybe they have No, they don't have standards. They helped fund the movie Gooby. Which that's proof that they'll do anything. But
yeah.
After this, it's where we cut back to like a quick thing of like they've got stuff all going home and talk to Coach Dom like, oh man, things are getting hard. Sucks that the kid died. And then she's sitting at home and someone throws a giant rock through the window saying, leave Dominic alone.
Yep, written right on the rock.
And the police officer's there is like, hey, do you know who would do this? And she's like, no, I don't have a clue. And after that, she goes, hold on. My niece is down here. she'd be able to speed up the plot if she told you. So I'm gonna do whatever I can to get her to go upstairs so she doesn't see the rock and immediately figure out what the fuck is going on, because she'd figure it out in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I did also like that the cop, because they ask about Dominic, and she's like, does he have any ex-wives or ex-girlfriends? Ex-boyfriends, even?
I missed that, actually. That's how progressive.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have a woke cop on the force.
Thank God.
And the other lady detective from earlier, she comes in and she's like, why would a homicide detective be coming on vandalism?
Yeah.
It's like, well, there's actually a link here. He's connected to this in some way. How do you know him? We get the like soccer practice to where we get the Amber gets to see how truly off Madeline is when she's just like, I'm not trying to think about how that kid died and stuff's going on. Let's go to a party. Parents are out of there. We can drink. There's enough alcohol to take out an elephant.
To drop a bull elephant. What? Yeah, things that teenagers are always saying.
Yeah. And she's like, no, I don't really want a party. And she's like, why do people care? He died, so what? He's dead. Just everyone should get over it. Which I don't I don't think anyone could see someone like that and go, oh, that's how she's going through it. I think I'd be immediately concerned, like, something's maybe Riley was right. Maybe I need to not be near this girl, because I know people handle grief in different ways, but that's like extra shocking, especially when she's like, my parents died too. You'd be like, huh, she's not reacting to this anywhere near the way I am, and I've been through the same thing. This seems concerning.
Yeah. But yet, instead we get a pool party. Oh, and they played the same guitar song that they played during the like doing things montage in The Last Child.
Yeah. I love her at this party.
Yes.
She looks even more like a 23-year-old like college girl in this because of her outfit, but I like that she's just like pissed at the party, sees a guy walking by with a beer and just like snatches it.
Yeah.
That's just a fun little detail, and immediately starts texting Coach Dominic.
Yep, shouldn't have given her your number, man.
Yeah. And he's just shirtless lifting free weights at the college.
That was one where I was like, David Dakota.
Yeah, that's the exact like he got a little bit of his homoeroticism in finally. But he shows up the party. He's just pissed immediately. Like, fucking, you can't do this. Why? I'm nice enough to pick you up because you've been drinking. Even though this is the point to where when she texts him and he shows up like, oh fuck, here's where the plan is. Here's where we're gonna learn the plan. Around at the hour mark is where we learned the plan in the last two. It turns out they've been working together. Holy shit. This makes the scene where it was just the two of them by themselves seem a little weird, but whatever. Maybe he's in on the plan, but he doesn't want to bang her. It's fine. But no, he just like, don't drink in front of me. I'm your coach, and also I'll take you home because you're drunk. You drove here. You shouldn't have done that. That's fucked up. I can't believe you've done that. But at least make sure you don't like drive drunk home and get home safe.
Yeah. Also, did you notice that like the two shots that they alternated between for like a shot reverse shot on this were clearly filmed at two very different times of day? Like, one of them looked like it was 5 p.m. and the other looked like it was 8 p.m.
Yeah, it's considerably darker, but it's like closer up on them. He drives her home and she's like trying to seduce him in the car. And she's just like, all right, I need you to, God, maybe you can help me in to the house and into bed. And he's like, yeah, I'll help you up the steps into your house. She's like, no, into my bed. I said, did you forget? Did you miss it? No, I'm not doing that. I told you I'm not fucking doing that. And she's just keeps on trying. She gets like close, like to like kiss him. And it seems like he's gonna give in vaguely, but he's just still like, no, stop, you gotta go, like, right now. Like, I'm done. and then immediately goes and talks to the aunt.
Yeah. Also, I want to point out a couple of lines that she says here. Uh, One, she says, "I want to crawl into your skin," which that one made me go like, "Whoa, that's."
That's not what you're gonna tell someone you're into.
I mean, not on the first date.
I was gonna say also with the two of us, that seems like something we could probably get away with the saying
Yeah,
to someone that we're with.
we're weirdos. Yeah.
We'd say that, the person would go, "Ah, classic you."
uh, and then the other one that I don't know, I kind of liked in a this line is kind of corny way, but she delivers it with such like sincerity. You have no idea how big and scary the love I have inside me is. Like, yeah, she's fucking going through it.
Yeah. And she's doing a great job of this. It also didn't feel like phony movie drunk when she's doing this.
Yeah.
I did have a little bit of thought in the back of my head of like, is she pretending to be more drunk so he'll like maybe be willing to give in more to like trick him or something?
I
But
suspect so. I don't know. It's very ambiguous.
because I feel like it could be that, because he didn't mention anything about like the way she's acting being off or smelling like alcohol or anything, but they didn't draw attention to it, so it could
Yeah.
be a factor. But I'm also willing to believe that it was just because her behavior up until this point and also after this point.
Yeah. Uh yeah, he immediately goes and talks to the aunt and they put the pieces together that Maddie probably threw the rock through the window. And we cut back to Maddie who's like sobbing in bed and she like tears down all the photos of Dominic from the wall and she's like curled up in her bed sobbing and she basically is like, "Okay, I'm going to kill everyone." And she like screams so loud that it peaks the microphone, but they try and hide it by fading out the audio, and it actually like really worked for me.
Yeah, it's very believable that like this is the break for her.
Yeah.
It makes the like the actions after more like line up. It like with the wrong child. I guess we're supposed to just kind of go like his mom, because of the actions of his mom, he grew up to be a killer, but it didn't feel
Yeah.
like there was a real turning point. It was just kind of like, well, I got to get rid of the people working on my plan. And with the wrong roommate, it just kind of was like, we're supposed to go, oh, well, he's like a criminal and stuff, so
Yeah.
we know he's a bad guy. This one, it felt like we saw like that character's arc of like, she's a little weird because of her past and stuff, and then because of this is really what like sets her over the edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the first result of what she did is for the lifetime audience, fine, it's believable. For me, someone who knows how a computer works, is absolute bullshit. She like destroys the office, all their computers, their servers. Was no fucking way they're keeping it locally on their servers in the office.
Jory, where are the Fur Affinity users gonna post now?
Yeah. It's like they're not gonna keep them there for mainly for the cost that's so fucking expensive. If they're searching
Yeah.
for VC money, they're not gonna do that. Also, they would have backups elsewhere. They wouldn't just keep it locally on the hard drive. It's not the 90s. But also, there was a line earlier, one of the quick ones, where they're working on the website, and Vivica A. Fox is basically just being like, "Nah, go bang that hot soccer coach."
Yeah.
She's just like, one of them. She's just like, "Yeah, well, I could use your help fixing this header code." And it's like, it's that's like one of the things of the website you don't need to worry about for the most part. That one's fine. I think you'd be worried about like the users uploading stuff but I'm also not a lifetime mom watching this on the TV while my kids like playing outside or while the kids at school.
Yeah,
It's
the
just
GUI
like,
interface.
yeah. But because there's like, yeah, I know who did this. It's a girl at the high school, and she's obsessed with the guy that I've been dating. And you're like, tell me a fucking high school student did this, and what's going on? What the hell are you talking about? This is nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, a high
She-
school student took down our multi-million-dollar business.
yeah, and we were not smart enough to back any of it up.
Oh man.
And then we get the like kind of like the ending sequence of Madeline's in the house and is like, and Amber runs into her and she's just kind of like, I've always loved Dominic. It's like I would go to the games with my parents and made me into soccer, and I just loved watching him play. And since my parents died, soccer is all I have, and he's all I have. And you know, like we've been through similar stuff, and I thought you would understand what's going on, but your aunt's an evil bitch, and I gotta kill her for taking him away from me. And it's really like her monologue about it is like pretty compelling
Yeah.
for what these movies have been too.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier that whenever I do a project like this, I tend to engross myself in these movies in a way that I'm not watching a lot of other types of movies. So my sense of what is a good movie gets really warped. Uh I was like, "Oh man, they're really fucking doing something here," which I still kind of stand by. But I don't know. I was fucking into this. And she's wearing like fucking Jessica Morris's robe too.
Yeah, it's like a small detail that like works really well, especially because later one because after we got to get everyone here. She calls up the coach and is like, hey, uh she destroyed my office, and the graffiti on your car that we're not going to acknowledge was definitely done by her, and we gotta go save my niece because she's home by herself. And I like, and at this point, there's like 6 minutes left, and I'm like, what the how are they going to resolve this in 6 minutes? And uh, we see like Amber being held at knife point, and she's like, I'm gonna burn this house. And like, well, when she's talking to Dominic, she's like, hey, she was wearing this, so why isn't it working for you when I'm wearing it?
Yeah.
And she's threatening to like burn the place down while Amber's like tied up with duct tape and everything.
She
And I was
also
like,
calls Jessica Morris like your whore.
yeah.
Like when your whore gets back, I'm burning this place to the ground with all of us in it.
It's like, that's a step I wouldn't expect them to take for these either. I figured they'd keep like the language to other women like a little bit more tame.
Yeah, I was honestly I was cosplaying the Lifetime mom last night, or like
Yeah.
living that because she said like your whore. I was a little scandalized.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit. And she just like stealth takes her out with with a pan that was on the stove. It's
Yep.
like, I've called the police. They're coming in. You're going to jail. And she's like, I deserve everything that's coming. Yeah, it's like, you deserve to live with it. It's like, yeah, they're not gonna kill her. She's not gonna die this time.
Yeah,
The
no.
the bad guy's not gonna die this time. And after they like free her and save everything, we get like our first actual conclusion that feels like a natural wrap to a movie. It fades out awkwardly, but it's still like a real movie conclusion.
Yeah, it's kind of Disney Channel original movie conclusion, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, like they're Maddie. No, not Maddie. Amber is on the soccer team. She does a good job, and Dominic and Jessica Morris like play a little soccer together into the fucking sunset. Like, wow, a fucking actual denouement.
Yeah. It's not just the first one ended just like could have had like an extra like minute or two to make it feel like it's wrapped up, and the last one ended just fade to black after everything's happened. This is like, yeah, we get like everyone's good. We see they're together, they're having a good time. Everyone's not too destroyed by what has happened in the movie. And
Yeah,
things
no.
seem to look good ahead of them.
Yeah. So Jory, let's talk about ratings here because I messaged you at 3 in the morning last night, my time.
Oh, I
And
didn't. I was fully asleep. I when I saw when I saw that message, I was like, oh yes, you sent me to this like couple minutes before I woke up.
I'm pretty sure it was at like 3 in the morning. Let me see. Yeah, 3:44 a.m. I sent you a message that said, kind of want to add to our discussion a brief category where we discuss if each film hits the points mentioned in that clip you show me where the guy's like, wow, it's David Dakota. He says David Dakota is known for his thrills, his gothic horror themes, and his subtle homoeroticism, of course. Jory, tell me, how did you feel about the thrills?
I think my thrills were enhanced more than they would be for the average watcher who would just be like having it on the TV. They just catch whatever, because I was anticipating the like, I hired you to do this for me, wrong student turn. So I was like reading into certain lines of dialogue. Like there's one that just felt like it had to, I was so sure it'd be pointing to something because I guess they just use it as an excuse for the two to talk, but after the first soccer clinic, Jessica Morris runs into the coach and is like, hey, sorry my check bounced. Here's a new one that's good. And I was like, surely the money is going to play into it. I'm sure it could just be like, yeah, her business is like struggling. She's like trying to find investors, but also it's like, she's trying to get money out of fucking something with her plan. I know it. She's trying to like get rid of the daughter and she gets some kind of inheritance. What's going on? Stuff like that where I was like waiting for it. But even without that, it's like the thrills are there. Like the scenes where she's like spying on him are like kind of creepy. Like it's not like Lifetime movie creepy. It's just kind of like, oh, that's weird. Especially like the unfortunate factor that when we see these things in a movie because of society, we think it's even more weird when a woman is like stalking the guy than when it's like when it's a guy stalking. It's like, well, men are fucked up and creepy, so of course we're gonna think that.
Yeah,
we're gonna go, that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta agree. I was genuinely a little bit thrilled with this one. You know, David Dakota and fucking Matthew Jason Walsh. You thrilled me. Gothic horror, anything that we can even vaguely call that?
The movie's dark. It's pretty dark at nighttime. I don't know.
It's got some like horror themes around trauma. It's a little gothic. And of course, subtle homoeroticism. The scene where Maddie confronts Amber in her home wearing her aunt's fucking sex robe. That felt a little, there was some energy between them there.
That is a good point. I wouldn't have thought that because I do know specifically with him it is men that it's focused on, but that is a good point. And I was gonna say like any of the things with Coach Dominic like working out or just like the POV on him is like that's definitely there.
Yeah, a lot a lot of half naked fucking what is that guy's name? Jason Shane Scott. Man with a hyphenated first name.
He's got 3 first names.
Yeah. 3 first names and 2 of them are his first name.
Yeah. That's gotta be a like Hollywood name too.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that's his real name.
Yeah, a lot of half naked Jason Shane Scott. Yeah, so Jory, how many students do you give this one out of 5?
I think I would give this one like a solid 3. I'm not on the line like I have been with the last 2 where I wasn't sure. This one I was like, yeah, it's I think I could maybe even bump it up half a star if just some of the like production stuff wasn't distracting, like you mentioned with the audio or with the fucking fuzzy vignette that was on like every other shot. Like that was it took me out of some scenes, which was annoying. But I do think that of the three we've watched, this is the most like solid, just even as a movie. Now I'm still grading it on a curve because of the kind of movie it is, but I
Mhm.
think it was the best watch of the three. And also
Yeah.
my grading that I I have for these kinds of movies is is a little different than I would like a movie that's just purported to be a regular movie.
Yeah.
What did you think? What would you give it?
I would give it like 3 to like kind of a leaning heavier to a 3.5, but I think I'm gonna stick with a 3 students out of 5. Uh, I thought this one was actually like pretty great. Like, I catch me fucking on AO3 writing fanfic of fucking the wrong student because Maddie fascinates me as a character. She's the best part of it. She elevates the text, which is arguably not that great, but like she brings
Yeah.
something to it. Uh,
And with what you just said there, my mind's just like exploding with like if we want to relate this back to like 80s exploitation like thrillers and schlock and stuff, is they didn't, even though it's not a requirement for those movies to make sequels anyways, she didn't die in this movie. So there's the easy sequel bait of she got out of whatever facility she was in and she's back and no one knows where she's at, and she could do the same thing with another guy she was obsessed with. We could have a
mm.
whole franchise of hers being like, okay, I liked this guy in soccer. What was another thing I did with my parents that I'm now fixated on for the plot of this movie? Like,
Or you could have it be like a Terminator 2 or Silence of the Lambs kind of thing where there's another wrong student and they visit her in the like
ooh,
in the mental facility she's been sentenced to. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking pretty good one.
yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, where are your final thoughts on the wrong student overall?
So, real quick, there's two things that I wanted to bring up that
Oh
I
yeah.
was fascinated with. One was this the small character thing, and because of her as a character, I'm thinking there's more into it. Besides,
Mhm.
she's a teenager. Is how much she wants to go do activities with Amber. Like she's
Mm.
always like, let's go to the mall. Let's go do this. Let's go do this. And it doesn't just come across as like, yeah, she wants to hang out with her friend. It comes across like she wants something out of hanging out with her. Like there's something there. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is.
It's like she's
But
trying to pretend that she has a normal life still.
yeah, like because if she does not go and hang out with this new girl who has a similar background, she's just gonna go stare at pictures of Coach Dominic that she has taped to her wall.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And
fucking sad.
and then the other thing was when Coach Dominic shows up to pick her up, she says she calls him Kimosabi, and I was like, "There's no fucking way an 18-year-old in the year 2017 knows a Lone Ranger reference." And her ass was not watching the the Johnny Depp Lone Ranger reboot from 2013 either.
Nobody did. Oh, that's a
I
great
was like,
point.
that's such a funny thing to draw, like to draw from. It's fucking Lone Ranger.
I couldn't remember what the fuck Kimosabi was from either.
Because like I for the audience watching it, yeah, they might know, but like it's just funny to me of like a guy in his. Whenever I think of like movie writers, think of like super ancient Hollywood, like 180-year-old guys who are like, what do the kids still do today? Well, they hang around the radio and listen to the Lone Ranger, right? They still have a peppy mid-Atlantic accent for some reason.
Yeah, they all do. Let me see how old Matthew Jason Walsh is. He was born in 1970, so he's 55. He was like what 45 at the 47 when he wrote this movie.
Oh wow.
That kind of tracks.
That's something I was a little surprised by. Well, I shouldn't be too surprised by, but just like thing that David Dakota, I looked up his age because that's the age I made our social accounts under. Just use his birthday. Um, but surprised to see that he's 63. I always think of like
Hey,
directors for this kind of stuff being like a decade older, and it's like considering how long he's been doing it too. It's impressive that he's that
yeah,
young. He was making movies when he's like early 30s,
yeah,
late
directing
20s.
fucking Wolves of Wall Street when he was like 31. What am I doing with
And
my life? Jeez.
and also he's from Portland, where I'm at right now, so that's
Oh,
cool.
nice. Yeah. So the final thoughts on the wrong student.
Yeah, I've given all these like a hearty recommend. I think we have not hit the point yet where they're not worth watching.
Hmm.
Um, I worry that when we get to the more silly named ones, like the Wedding Planner, that's the one I'm most fascinated with because it's such a ridiculous like premise that might be on the bad side of like it's probably not worth watching, but still worth a watch. I think it's still a fun time. I think the acting, especially because of how much better Yvonne Friedman is than the other actors in this role, and she's really digging into it in a way that the other actors haven't. It brings it to a level that's fun to see. And just the
Yeah,
usual tropes of this kind of stuff is just silly. It's a good time.
big agree. I think if I was rating these, wrong student followed by wrong roommate followed by wrong child. Wrong child, I honestly kind of feel like don't bother with.
Yeah. Yeah, being a little bit away from it, I do think that's one you can skip.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I kind of feel like this a genuinely kind of fun thriller if you don't mind weird production issues. If you like Dakota, watch this one.
Yeah. If you're already in the sphere of like so bad it's good kind of movies, which I also I wish I need a better way to explain it because it's like I don't I've run into people who are like, well, if you enjoyed it, it's not bad. It's like, well, I get the point you're making. I disagree on like the way I'm looking at the movies, but at the same time, I'm not gonna call this bad because like the elements that make it a bad movie aren't even there either.
Yeah.
So it's in like a nice like mid spot between like a Hollywood movie and a like cheap direct to Tubi movie, and it hits that spot in a really good way.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jory, where can people find you online?
You can find me anywhere Jories are found at No I'm Jory, except for Jory.zone on Blue Sky. See me making posts on various platforms, backlogged or posting games, letterboxed, reviewing movies. The ratings for these movies will change as the episodes come out because I don't know, I'm gonna see how well it works for advertising a podcast. I imagine these movies have so few viewers that won't get buried in the reviews as much as I would on like I don't know. I wouldn't post a link to my review under uh like The Godfather. No
Yeah.
one's clicking that link, but on here they might. Um yeah, you can also check out my other podcast. As of this recording is One Piece is actually back. The first of two episodes on the comeback weekend are up. We're covering both of them when we're recording. So we are watching One Piece. If you need a way to catch up on the show, it's a good way to do that. We've been covering it since 2016, and I caught up about 2 years ago. Took a break to cover the films of Ernest P. Worrell while One Piece is on hiatus, but now we're back with the Rubber Boy. What about you? Where can we find you?
You can find me on Blue Sky at Punk Dyke, PUNKDYKE. Can't believe nobody had that at, and can't believe that after my parents died in a house fire, that at was all I had left. And you can find the show for real this time at
Wrongpodcast.bsky.social.
if you enjoy this show, listen to another Moonshot show. You can listen to We see Saw. If you like covering like franchises and analyzing how they grow and change over time, me and my friend Nicole did that for both Saw and Paranormal Activity. I guess that's it. But until next time, I guess you just listened to the wrong podcast.
Hey Jane,
Hey Jacqueline.
do you think the 2011 Egyptian revolution was caused by the chaos god Apophis?
I mean, I think that's...
How about the American Civil War and its ties to Greco-Roman conflict?
I think that's underselling the economic concern of slavery.
Do you think centaurs just piss where they stand?
Jacqueline, no offense, but I think there's something deeply wrong with you.
It's not me, it's actually Rick Riordan, author of the Percy Jackson series.
So you're saying that if you do a deep analysis of this incredibly popular and purportedly progressive, though overall well-intentioned author's works, you can uncover the deep rot behind American liberalism and capitalism as a whole?
Yeah?
Okay, I guess we could do a podcast about that.
And we can make sure to take time each episode to find the incontrovertible proof that his characters are not cishet, because Rick Riordan is not the boss of us.
Listen to Unwise Girls every Friday, brought to you by the Moonshot Network.
Lights. Camera. Adaptations. Ever watched your favorite book become a movie and said, well that certainly was a weird decision? Of course you have. Hollywood is constantly making changes for their adaptations, and this podcast aims to answer the question of why. Join host Emma Shannon and a different guest every month on Unnatural Selection, a new Moonshot Network podcast, as they talk about a film, its source material, and what makes an adaptation good, faithful, and less commonly, good and faithful. Check out episode 1, coming to a podcatcher near you on February 15th.